Yo, what's good, fam? Team K here, back for another video. And this is a continuation of my Mickey Diamond records. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I might have said in the last video, that I have another video with just Mickey Diamond albums, and this is the next one. So, gonna start off here with a Ric Flair themed album. It's actually part of a series. So, well, one of two albums, you know what I'm saying? And this is originally, it was released digitally under the name 90s Ric Flair, you know what I mean? But for the vinyl pressing, it was retitled as Flair for the Gold, and also was expanded, so they added a bunch of bonus tracks to it. It's a project entirely produced by Mickey Diamond's wife, Mallori Knox, and this shit right here goes hard, man. You know, this is Mickey Diamond just rapping over, you know, some really amazing doo-wop instrumentals, you know what I'm saying? So this is very soul heavy. It's not too much going on in terms of instrumentals, you know what I'm saying? It's mostly just soul loops and shit, man. But this goes hard, bro. This is actually one of my favorite Mickey Diamond albums, even though it's not most people's favorite, but I love it, bro. This shit is just really, really dope as fuck, man. And yeah, they also did a reissue. This is the reissue, you know what I'm saying? This was cover art 1, you know what I'm saying? But then they also had another cover art with a heavyweight champion belt on the cover. Splatter vinyl right here, you know what I mean? But I like this cover art a lot better, man. You know what I'm saying? I like this one better. I don't know, it fits the album a little bit better, I think. But yeah, man, this shit is dope, dope, dope. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Ric Flair too. I mean, one of the most legendary wrestlers in the WWE. Love that guy. You know what I mean? And of course, since I had Flair for the Gold, I had to get Nobody Bleeds Like Flair also. Awesome fucking album title. Awesome album cover art. You know what I'm saying? If you're familiar with Ric Flair, you get all of the references right here, you know, with the album title and the cover art, you know, with Ric Flair on here screaming, "Woo!" You know, like he always did. And yeah, album cover also fire. They released like 3 album cover variants for this album. This is my favorite one. This is the one that I chose out of the 3 because it's the most fitting for the album and the theme. Also like how they made Ric Flair's hair cocaine, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man. Like you know how these underground rappers do nowadays, you know what I mean? Yeah, I got a numbered one right here, number 32 out of 100. And as for the vinyl itself, it's unsurprisingly a straight up hot pink colored record. So not much craziness going on in here, man, but I love this record, bro. This is maybe not as good as Flair for the Gold. It's not the general consensus that Flair for the Gold is better, but in my opinion, Flair for the Gold is better, man. But Nobody Bleeds Like Flair is almost as good as the previous one. Once again, I fucking love that cover art, bro. It just fits the album so well, man. But yeah, the next record. This is a record that Mickey did with I think it was a Danish producer, Machacha. And this album is called Bulletproof Bathrobes. The title being a nod to Ghostface Killah's Bulletproof Wallets. Because at one point I heard him say that Ghostface Killah is Mickey Diamond's favorite member from the Wu. And yeah, this shit is hard, man. This is another great fucking album. This is actually the very first Mickey Diamond album that I've copped, you know what I'm saying? Or when I heard of Mickey Diamond and I heard his music, I wanted to get one of his albums so bad, man, you know what I mean? But his vinyl was pretty pricey at that point, and this was the most affordable to get at that one point. Plus, I really like how they did the cover art, because it looks like a trading card right here, man, with the art style of the cover art, and then, you know, it's also shiny. It has like a silver gloss finish to it. And then you take the record out. You have a beautiful gatefold right here, man, with the artwork inside being absolutely flames too. Inside you also get a little poster, but I'm not gonna show it because it's the same as the album cover, just slightly altered. And yeah, as for the vinyl, I actually put the limitation number on the sleeve, on the inner sleeve, because I want to enjoy the gatefold cover, you know what I'm saying? So I had to take out the shrink, and the color of the color of the vinyl is neon green, yellow-ish. I think it's more neon green. But yeah, this is also great, man. Really, really great release. Well done, well put together. Yeah, I love this thing right here, bro. I mean, I love this thing. This is fantastic stuff, for sure. Okay. Next up, we got Gone in 60 Seconds. Now this is an album that I have to admit, it was kind of a fucked up album drop that they did with this one, because they made this one like a mystery vinyl drop on the Rap Winkles website. The fucked up part about this one is, you know, or about this drop, is that they just put it out there, just randomly, unannounced, none of that shit. They just put it out there, you know, and as a mystery vinyl, did not tell, of course, you know, what the album was, you know, what it's gonna be. And it was kind of a stinker, bro, you know what I'm saying? I hope they will never do some shit like that again, man. You know, they tested it, people were not happy, obviously, you know what I'm saying, because there were limited copies that they put up for retail, and yeah, people were unhappy, dissatisfied, me included, you know what I'm saying. I actually did not buy this one on the day of the drop. I actually missed it. Nice burgundy colored vinyl, by the way. But I managed to scoop it up sometime after, you know, this after the album was dropped. I think maybe a year after, you know, they had it on the Rap Winkles website for a little over the retail price, you know. I actually wanted to order it, but then some guy, you know, he ordered 3 copies, you know what I'm saying, and then I contacted, you know, the Rap Winkle, told them that I wanted a copy, and then they canceled one from the other guy and gave me this copy right here, which is really nice. So shout outs to the Rap Winkle for doing that. Then we got Mickey Diamond and Sadhugold with Death Threats. So this album, you know, this was around the time where Mickey Diamond teamed up with some producers that Westside Gunn used to work with. You know, I think Sadhugold may have been the first one of the producers. And this is a really dope album, man. This might not be in a lot of people's favorite Mickey Diamond albums, but it is for me. For a while there, it was my favorite Mickey Diamond album, just because the production was just so gritty, dark, menacing. You know what I mean? And Mickey Diamond fit that production like a glove. You know, it was just him talking his shit. You know what I mean? It was not the deepest or the most introspective album, but this was him just talking his shit, man. Just spitting them ignorant raps, if you will. But this shit went hard, bro. This shit went really, really hard. This was one of my favorite projects of the what year did this one come out? Of 2023, yeah. Really dope. Also comes with a printed inner sleeve, which is nice. And as for the record, I went for the 3-color swirl vinyl. So this is a beautiful piece of wax. And yeah, this shit is really, really dope. Like I said, one of my favorite Mickey Diamond albums for sure. I love this thing. Sadhugold. I wish him and Mickey Diamond would have done another album after this, because this shit was stupid fucking hard, man. You know what I mean? And yeah, this is fire. Death Threats. Okay, so we're gonna move on to another one of my favorite Mickey Diamond albums, and this is when Mickey Diamond kind of went a little bit more introspective. No Liquor Before 12. So it was him talking about, you know, trials and tribulations, alcohol addiction, obviously, you know what I mean? And that album, you know, was definitely Mickey Diamond just opening up more on a personal level. And I think that's one of the strongest albums that he has done. This was incredible, man. Really, really loved that album. You know what I mean? Had several different producers producing on here, man. Every single track was really dope. Yeah, man, but I really loved which song was it? The one with Jamil Honesty. Yeah, Bartenders. That was the one that I loved the most, bro. That fucking beat is crazy, man. And also the title track. What was it? No Liquor Before 12. What was it called again? I don't know. But the track on here where he sings no liquor before 12, before 12. You know, that track is hard, bro. Yeah, man. But this entire album is sick, man. Really love this one. And this release is also really special because it comes with a pop-up. A really cool one on top of that. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, this little part right here, they actually made they used this cover right here, or parts of it, for the reissue of this album. Really sick, man. Really, really sick. I love this cover right here. And then you have printed inner sleeve. And as for the vinyl, yeah, those are straight up orange colored vinyl. But yeah, man, this is a really dope piece to have. I'm really happy to have it. You know what I mean? Even though the reissue, you know, I could have gotten it for much cheaper if I knew that this album was going to get reissued. But you never know in this hobby if there will be reissues or not. But either way, I am very happy with getting this just for the pop-up alone. This is a great fucking release right here, man. Love it. No Liquor Before 12. Sick. Then okay, I have to do some fixing here. Okay. The next one right here is a sequel album to No Liquor Before 12. And it's this album is called It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere, with another sick cover art, man. I love that cover art. But I gotta say, in terms of production, this one is not quite as good as No Liquor Before 12. You know what I mean? But still, this album kicks ass. You know what I'm saying? Once again, Mickey Diamond just going more introspective, which is always appreciated over here when artists open up. And here we got another printed inner sleeve. And the record, so gold and bronze colored vinyl. Really nice. Yeah, this is really dope. Really, really dope. Yeah, man, but my favorite tracks on here, I think the one track that I really love is 99 Bananas. You know what I mean? Don Hooley is dope. Yeah, man, this is a really good album. Not my favorite, but I definitely I still like it, man. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? But I like the previous one better. No Liquor Before 12 was better to me. Then we got an album that I also don't really love, but I still appreciate it. It's Smoke Face, an album that he did with OJ. Yeah, man, it's another really dope album right here, man. Released on the Red Winkle, and this was a smooth drop, bro. Like, this was one of the smoothest drops that I've ever participated in. You know what I'm saying? It was an easy album to cop. Yeah, was actually managed to scoop up the Obi for this, which I usually am not able to do, but I was able to do so with this. And this is really great, man. Really, really great. Album cover, you know what I'm saying? Beats by OJ were pretty dope. Mickey Diamond, he went in also. Really like this one a lot, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, my copy here is number 21 out of 100. Next up, we got another album that Mickey Diamond did with a frequent West Side Gun collaborator, Capital Gains, with Camoflauge Monk. And this is also a really dope release, man. Really, really dope release. Dope album too. I love this album, bro. You know what I'm saying? This was one of my favorite albums of that year, of 2020. I think, yeah, 2023. It came out at the end of 2023. And this shit was really, really nice, man. I really fucks with this album heavy. The beats are banging, bro. Especially one track on here, man. Anything to Get the Dough. That was my favorite one on here. But also Cross the Line with Snotty and Pro Dillinger. Sick, man. Really, really awesome. And this one right here, alternate cover art. You know what I'm saying? It's not the original cover art, but it has the Obi. My copy is numbered also right here. It's copy number 4 out of 135. And the vinyl variant for this, also nice. Nice looking vinyl variant for this one. This is beautiful. Hazy colored vinyl matching the colors of the album cover, of course. Sick. Sick pressing, bro. And yeah, man, dope fucking record. Dope fucking record. You know, him and Camoflauge, I hope they do another album together, man, because this shit was definitely fire as hell. Capital Gains. Alright, the next one is more like an EP type of situation, not so much an LP, and that is Mickey Diamond and Mark Dark with the EP Noir. Yeah, not the strongest album of Mickey's in my opinion, you know what I mean, but it's alright. You know what I mean? I still glad to have it. You know, it's also numbered early copy right here, number 5 of 25. But this is kind of like the odd one out of Mickey Diamond's catalog, even though you have pretty much almost all of the Umbrella members of the time in here. You know what I mean? Including Mace Overlay, who I think is stupidly overrated, man. You know what I mean? I don't know why people like to listen to Mace Overlay so much. I'm not a big fan of him. But yeah, album itself, I dig it. You know what I'm saying? It's a good listen. But not the strongest Mickey album, if you ask me. And as for the vinyl, I think it was like a smoke colored vinyl, if I'm not mistaken. Or clear vinyl. Yeah, smoke colored vinyl. It's a nice smoke effect also in there, man. Yeah, this shit is dope. Dope. Yeah, Noir by Mickey Diamond and Mark Dark. But yeah, I don't like the way they did the Obi on here, man. Just wish they I don't know if it was actually issued in a shrink wrap or not, man. But if it wasn't, then I'm pretty disappointed that it was not in the shrink wrap. But whatever, that's what it is. Now we get to one of the crowning jewels of my Mickey Diamond collection. This is Mickey Diamond and Thelonious Coltrane with Diamond in the Rough. This is the first remix project of Coltrane's that was dropped on vinyl. You know, him and Mickey Diamond, they teamed up and released this on Copenhagen Crates, and Thelonious Coltrane is my dude, man. Incredible producer, extremely hardworking. He's been putting out a slew of instrumental albums and projects and shit. This shit is absolutely fire, yo. Really, really fire. Love that album to death, man. Incredible record right here, man. Love it to death, bro. You know what I'm saying? I actually like the sequel to this a lot better. Polished Diamonds is the better remix album, but this is also sick as fuck, man. Love this one. Diamond in the Rough by Mickey and Thelonious Coltrane. Sick album, bro. Sick album. Shoutouts to the homie Thelonious Coltrane. Then we got a really dope pressing right here, man. This is this is one of my top 3 favorite Mickey Diamond pressings. It's Gucci Gambinos. You know, after him and Big Ghost, they finished the Gucci Ghost series. They went ahead and did Gucci Gambinos, which, as you could tell by the cover art, you know, it's kind of like a Wu-Tang inspired album. You know, this was Big Ghost kind of like tapping into his RZA style of production, and this shit is really dope, man, especially because it's also featuring Method Man on here, you know what I'm saying, who I think was the only guest feature on this album, you know what I'm saying. The rest was all just Mickey Diamond and Pro Dillinger, who are like, you know, the umbrellas Ghost and Ray, you know what I mean. But this album right here, especially the cover art, is just sick, man. Like, this is the Only Built for Cuban Links Part 2 inspired cover art, you know what I'm saying, featuring Bugs Bunny and what was his name again, Daffy Duck. Yeah, this is just dope, man. Really, really dope. I love this fucking cover art right here, man. Also love the Obi strip on this, because it's in the style of the Looney Tunes title card. Awesome. Awesome shit, man. Yeah, mine is also numbered on a splatter vinyl. I'm not gonna take it out because it's like an orange and black splatter vinyl. But yeah, man, this shit is sick, bro. Really, really sick. I love this fucking pressing. I love this album, bro. This is one of the strongest Mickey Diamond albums that were released, I think 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I think this one came out at the end of 2024, actually. This shit, it was tight, bro. It was really tight. Gucci Gambinos, love it. And then the last album that I got here is Diamond Cutter. Diamond Cutter, an album that was produced by Tremendous, who's rolling with Bori Rock, Blue Hillbill, and Shaikh Hanif, and all of these guys. And Diamond Cutter, it's a good album, bro. Not the best, but it's a good album. I fucks with it. Has some really cool tracks on here, man. Good production, you know what I mean. But you can tell it was not Mickey Diamond's strongest album. Even Mickey Diamond lyrically was not at his A game here, you know what I mean. But what followed after that was pretty sick, you know what I mean. But I really like this album, bro. This is some good stuff. This is some good stuff. Also like the cover art, man. The cover art looks sick, you know what I mean. Once again with this silver foil cover. And then got here a numbered copy. And yeah, as far as the vinyl, I think it's a split colored vinyl if I remember correctly, with some splatter on it. Yep. Blue and white split with some black splatter. Really ill, man. Ill ass pressing. Dope album. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Really cool shit, bro. Really cool shit. So yeah, that was it for this video. That was my the last Mickey Diamond album that I'm gonna show for a while. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Put it in the comments what you think. And yeah, show some love, alright? Take care and have a good one.